Okay, so if you watch my last couple videos, you know pretty much you're kind of on the same wavelength mentally as me. Um, so basically, those last videos were a bridge from my mind to yours. And what I want to say is this: the biggest thing that fucked us up and is fucking us up now is fear. And the fear is basically that somehow we're separated from Source, as our souls are separated from our ineffable bodies, or our uncorruptible bodies, our incorruptible bodies. But that's not really real. That's not really true. But through that fear, through life and certain situations and circumstances where we see it online or social media, or through these 25 years that Google has been around, we've seen the creation of black holes. And the oldest black hole has just been recently found. Look it up. There's actually a news article where they're talking about the oldest black hole has just been found. And so, what I'm saying is, we need to let go of fear. And the only way to let go of fear is to completely get rid of the black hole maker. And the black hole maker is fear. It's literally separation from source. Source being the in uncorruptible body. So you need to, even if you don't know how, imagine yourself outside of the cage of your soul. The cage of your soul is basically the whole idea that you are separate from source. And then stepping right back into heaven, stepping right back into your ineffable body, stepping right back into um, truth, and move forward in that. After you got rid of the cage, of course. Like, you can't go back into fear. You can't go back and try to, do it all over again, because it's not possible, you know? I mean, it is possible, of course, but like, you don't want to. Why would you want to go back into fear? Why would you want to go back into false evidence appearing real? Or, I mean, it can be facing everything and realizing. And when I'm saying these words, they're like, um, use fear, then you FEAR, facing everything and rising, or um, false evidence appearing real. But all I'm trying to say is, we have to consciously step into what is real. And the only thing that's real is the soul. Only thing that's real is the incorruption. Everything else is all of a facade, all of illusion. And it's been created mostly by fear or faith. Sometimes you can have fear and then you have faith in that fear, like, oh yeah, I know they're gonna fuck me over again. I know, um, I know they're gonna try to take me down. Those are something you have faith in, but something you have fears over, and then you have faith in it. So those are two dangerous combinations. So you need to replace the fear with flow. So a flowing faith. So you have the faith that everything's gonna work out as it should, even if you're saying the words wrong. Because on the last video, I put it on private because I'm like, damn, the way that I'm talking, it can be misconstrued, and I want it to be clear what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the soul. I'm talking about the incorruptible body. I'm talking about moving into the truth. But it's so difficult to do so because I have fear myself still. And I'm not gonna act like I don't. Like, who doesn't? But I still have to move forward courageously and do what I need to do. And what I need to do is tell the truth, try to be the truth as much as possible, embody it, and move forward in that. And so I put the last video on private just so there's no misunderstanding in what I've said. And it's funny, it's like once you get good, then people start coming, And then you like, I don't know if other people do it, but for me, I'm like, okay, I gotta refine my shit. Like I gotta make sure it's on point. Like I don't want any type of misleading, misguiding, because I've been there. I've been there. Ended up in fucked up places, but I don't want to be the one that's like, oh yeah, he's the one that put me on a fucked up road. Cause it's easy to do that on this path. That's why I was saying the spiritual journey is like, it's wild. You giving your attention to anybody, and in that moment, as much importance you put on them is as much importance they're gonna have on your imagination. So, if you ever put anyone on a pedestal above your imagination because you feel like they know a little bit more than you, they only know more about themselves, and you're gonna get there eventually. So never put nobody else on a pedestal. I mean, you will live and learn though. I've done it, but what I have said would have, if I knew that I didn't have to put them on the pedestal then, and that I could just keep them where they are and just observe and watch what they're doing instead of like, oh shit, they know way more than me. I gotta get on, nope, type shit. Like get on the get up type shit. But I don't know. I feel like it made me stronger, but I also feel like maybe I would have been at a position it's not even a real position, because any position is like, oh, I have a good career, cool, so now I can just go spend my money elsewhere instead of how I'm spending it now. Cool, I have a car, okay, now I can go and do stuff, and I can make videos elsewhere in other places. I can meet more people. um, but it's also gonna be more just of me having to discern and see through people too, and getting to the point where I don't have to do that so much, and I can be in their personal space and they can be in my personal space, and then we talk. But it's like everything is so mixed in. Like if there's people that naturally don't know and they're attempting to act like they know, they're arrogant, and then there's the people that think they know and they don't really know. They just know more about themselves because they have a higher capacity. Not because they have a higher capacity, but because they went in and opened up that space, but they still don't know. So that's arrogance. People like me, I think I'm teaching people, doing these videos, and really it's just helping people get a clarity and confirmation. And sometimes you forget that. Sometimes you really are just like, yo, if they don't get the information from me, who they gonna get it from? I think I have gotten better, but it's still in the back of my head. I can feel it. It's like, yo, you gotta be talking. You gotta be telling people this shit. And then also it's me wanting to, mentally be able to make money. So it's still me like, dang, I'm gonna be here forever, so I might as well get this shit popping and start getting checks from it. Um, but that's illusionary. But you have to accept illusion also. Then you go back to the ineffable body and it don't even matter. It was like a blink of an eye. Like a blink of an eye. Twinkling. Um, but yeah. I'm saying all that to say I do want to genuinely help people, and I don't want to be the reason why someone needed help, if that makes sense. Um, but looking back on it now, I realize why I ended up in certain situations with people in the same boat as me is really just because I was thinking it had to be a certain type of way, and I literally had a different way of saying that. Um, oh, I thought they were the only one that can help me. I thought they were the only one that knew. And most of the times to know is really just to sit down and be clear and allow whatever answers you need to be answered. Not in English though, not in words, in feelings, thoughts, and emotions. Or not even thoughts. but feelings and emotions and vibrations and everything. So it's never gonna really. The truth isn't ever really in words. It's really just people talking, and through those talking in that background noise, or just you talking in that background noise, via your self talk and affirmations, you're fleshing out the energy, um, like pulsing it out horizontally. And the better you get, you'll be able to go to different vantage points from that. And then sometimes when you're below it, everything just seems super down, super dangerous. And then sometimes you can be at a good vantage point and then shit still does that down thing because there's a new way of going up. There's a new farther upper you can go. there's You can go higher basically. But yeah, we're coming to a closing of an age, and this dude on Instagram, his name is Universal P, I believe. He was talking about how the spiritual attacks are going up, and via his video, like, I realized that. I'm like, okay. And literally seconds later, it was like, boom, niggas on that shit. And then I even seen it myself. I'm like, damn, bro, like, the way I'm talking is not actually, um, I gotta remember this. Don't be too fucking, don't be too fucking perfect. Like, I'm not gonna be perfect out here. Not for any type of way. And I shouldn't try to. My presence, though, I wonder, could my presence be perfect? It can. And that will also lead me to a point where I'm always trying to make my body and my being, no, my body more perfect, or at least to that point where it's at. So that's a good, like, carrot and string technique for yourself, discipline wise. Like, don't put it on your body, but put it in your presence. You know what I'm saying? And then people will have to meet you on that present level. Like, you have many micro shifts that you went to. I have many micro shifts that I went through. And those micro shifts are like stepping stones. But if you get it to the, well, not even get to the point, but you're supposed to be like, okay, I did those micro shifts, so my presence, I can feel it in my presence always and know that's the work I did. You know what I'm saying? And that's the work I'm doing now. And that's the work it's going to be doing. That's going to work that's going to be done moving forward. So, yeah, I'm gonna go into that, see what that do, see how that work, and I'll be get at I'll get back at y'all later. Um, I hope y'all do see that it's not like me just trying to be lazy with it. I really do want to come across a certain type of way, but also I gotta realize too, it's okay to make mistakes, and me not making mistakes won't actually lead to much growth. Like, I can read about the mistakes of others and I can learn from it energetically. But until I'm put into that situation or circumstance, I don't know how my energy is actually going to rock with that. Same time, yeah. But yeah, true light, ineffable body. Get up in there, get it tight, get it right, and prepare yourself for when everything fall. So you're not holding on to no bags. You know what I'm saying? You're not, oh, I need this check. I ain't gonna make it up out of here. I need this job, or I ain't gonna make it out of here. I need this girlfriend, or I ain't gonna make it out of here. I need this car, or I ain't gonna make it out of here. I need you, or I ain't gonna make it out of here. No, we gonna all make it out of here together, whether you like it or not, whether I like it or not. We gonna make it out of here together. That's facts. That's the faxy facts. That's the faxiest facts. But I'm gonna make the other video back on private because it is what it is. At the end of the day, I just gotta stand on that shit. Like I may have missaid some words, cause I was in my head on that video. I was thinking a lot. Like I was thinking like what was I thinking about? I was just thinking not on point. So that should have been an already indicator that something is going on. The shift is happening, or like something big is coming. So we got to get those final tests out the way. We probably passing Saturn. Not even probably. Like we're probably no, we are passing Saturn on some real shit. And he's like, I'm gonna shoot you everything that was most difficult for you on the last leg, and see how you do now. See how you move. He watching, taking notes. She's watching, taking notes. Let me be correct, Mama Saturn, cause yeah, y'all know what the group the hoopty is for real. That's why most niggas don't really like Capricorns. Some people do. The people that really know what's going on, they know that everything is majorityly contracts and clarity really. Um, but I think that's it for today, guys. I love y'all. Stay whole, stay blessed, stay peaceful, and you know what I'm saying. Get on your light shit. Get on your lighthearted shit. Why wait? You know what I'm saying.